Hey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want more content like this. And leave a comment.
I'm lagging, am I? Are we good?
Yeah.
I think we're good now. Hey, man, back with another Act Like You Know podcast, you know what I'm saying? We got my boy Zaytoven in the building, man. First of all, Zaytoven, it's been a minute since we seen you, man. How's life?
It's good, man. You know, basketball's been keeping me busy. You know, team's been traveling, having games every 2-3 days. So I just been locked in on that, trying to get some wins with that.
Yeah, man. You know, today is a great day for me on the podcast about 2 years ago when I had some things to say about a certain quarterback. But we're gonna get down to that later down the line. But hold on. We got a guest in here.
Yes, sir.
Gliz, man.
Yes,
No.
sir. Ski.
Hey, yo, Gliz, unlock your phone and like turn it to the side so it can like fit the screen.
Yeah. Got you, gang.
Boy.
Hey, man, how you feeling though?
I mean, hey, I'm not feeling perfect, but I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Man, I got time for a couple takes, man. Let's get in here.
I'm sorry. All right, man. First game, man. We're gonna talk about y'all Ohio State brethren. You know what I'm saying? Big game from him. The Texans beat the Browns 45-14. Zay, you can go first. What were you seeing from that game? What you see from CJ Stroud?
Man, I've been saying this all week because I know I've just been really tapping in, watching a lot of football. You know, when a young quarterback is playing with that type of confidence, and he's seeing the field the way CJ Stroud is right now, they're gonna be in every single game. The Texans, like I said, the confidence level over there is just it's unbelievable what they're doing, and I'm not surprised. Like I said, the way CJ Stroud is reading the field, they're able to beat anybody left in this playoff. So I'm riding with them from here on out. Ben, you can't call me Bedwag. You know, I've been a CJ fan for a long time. I've been fighting for CJ for a while. I look at him like my little nephew now because, like, at Ohio State, he just didn't win the big games. Let's just leave it at that. That was always his thing. He couldn't win the big games, but he always flashed. He always had flashes of what he's doing right now. Like, I knew he could be this type of quarterback. I just didn't think it would happen this soon. But now that he's here and he's arrived and he's that guy, I'm with him. I'm riding with him the rest of the playoffs.
All right. My turn.
Yeah.
Just gonna piggyback off what Zay just said, man. I'm not surprised. I am not shocked. I fully expected my boy to be able to play like this. I did think it would be a little bit harder without Tank Dell out there, but that just proves he's even better than I thought.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, I'm ready to say right now, confidently, with no hesitation, he's in that top 10 conversation. He's overtaken Dak Prescott. He's overtaken, if you ask me, this is just my opinion, Jalen Hurts. And I ain't gonna go top 5 because that's kind of crazy for a rookie. I just can't go that far. But the 7, 8, 9, 10 of that top 10, it's some discussions to be had, man. So I'm looking forward to the game this weekend. If I put money on it, I would pick the Ravens. But hey, I'm walking with the Texans the rest of the playoffs, man.
Yeah, man. CJ Stroud, you know what I'm saying? He did his thing. You know, this is impressive. And listen, I thought Stroud would be good, but I didn't think he'd be this goddamn good. This nigga is real life special. He cooked the #1 total defense in the NFL. I got some things to say about their defense. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they faced a good quarterback, niggas was telling me that this defense was better than the Jets. Every time they faced a good quarterback, they got cooked. And Stroud was doing whatever they want. He didn't even have Tank Dell, like you said. I think Noah Brown was missing. But yeah, man. Joe Flacco. Yeah, Joe Flacco. I mean, he's a bum, bro. Like I said, like I didn't want him on my Jets. Niggas is trying to force Joe Flacco on me. Like I don't want Joe Flacco. He was turning over the ball throughout the season, but you know they was ignoring that because they was winning games and he was throwing for 300 yards and he just came off the couch. Cool. Now when the lights got bright, you seen what Joe do, man. Throw games away. But you know what I'm saying? Good for the Browns, man. They made the playoffs. They got a lot to look forward to. Hopefully their defense can get healthy next year. And like my boy Jeff saying, man, Myles Garrett should not be DPOY.
Should not.
Nowhere to be found.
Man.
That's a tough.
I don't understand that even being a conversation, but whatever.
Yeah, that's there, but you know what I'm saying. I didn't see Myles Garrett not one bit in that game. 45-14 is kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Game, we got the Chiefs winning decisively over the Dolphins, 26-7. What were y'all seeing that game, man?
I think we all knew. Just you watch football, you knew when they play in that type of weather, they had no chance. They had no chance, and they had some missing pieces on defense, but ultimately, I just think they could not overcome the weather. Watching the game was hilarious, just seeing how like players, you really could see them bracing themselves because of how cold it was out there for when shit was happening. So, Miami, I always thought they were okay. I was never the biggest fan. I mean, the offense looked good throughout the year, but ultimately, I just never thought they was gonna get over the hump anyway. So I wasn't really too surprised of the result. Obviously, the Chiefs picked it up a little bit. Still didn't look the greatest, but they looked good that night. So they looked like the better team, and that's why they won the game. So I like what's going on over there at Arrowhead, and I wasn't too surprised by that outcome.
Yeah, I chose them to win, and it was kind of the only game of the weekend I was 100% sure about, besides one other game. But yeah, it just didn't even look right out there. Mike McDaniels looked like he was freezing over there. Tua is throwing the ball all over the place. Tyreek is Tyreek, so he was going to get him a couple of touches, but yeah, it just wasn't good. I had a feeling it was going to be like that. They needed to win one of those top 4 seeds in order to win a playoff game. So I figured it would go that way because whether they went to Buffalo, Kansas City, it was all going to be a L. So wasn't surprised there. That's Mahomes, man. I told everyone, do not bet against Mahomes. So those who did, you did that to yourself, man.
Hey, man, I do have to apologize to you, Gliz. I said that they couldn't blow out a team because they haven't shown that capability. They beat the shit out of the Dolphins. They beat the shit out of the Dolphins. And this is really an indictment on my boy Tua. I'm starting to get to that point where I can no longer endorse Tua. Except if it's the first half of the season, then Tua is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. When it start getting cold outside, when them lips start getting chapped, yeah, garbage. Yeah.
See what they said? Tua Tagovailoa stands for. They said that's Hawaiian for Tim Tebow.
Listen, he is terrible in cold weather though. Like it's real bad, and this is like the third straight year it's shown, so it's bad, man. But we're not here for the Chiefs and Dolphins game. We're really here for the other big games in these slates, man. Starting off on Saturday, probably the surprise of the weekend. We had the Packers and Jordan Love come into Dallas and win 48-32. Gliz, you can go first, man. What were you seeing out there? What was the overall feeling as a Cowboys fan?
Man, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. It hurt. It hurt my heart. It hurt in my stomach. It hurt everywhere. Pause. Now listen. Dak gotta go. I love Dak. Dak gotta go. Mike McCarthy gotta go. Dan Quinn came out playing zone. We've been playing man all year. Dan gotta go. Whoever want Dan, take him. Everybody gotta go. We're the most undisciplined team that makes the playoffs every single year. I don't understand. We can't stay on side. We get catch interference. We can't execute. My quarterback, I don't know what's going. The throws he makes every single weekend, the 88, they're just going all over the place. You would have think we had the Kansas City weather. He just throwing the ball all over the place. Jair Alexander is telling the media, very few quarterbacks have thrown me more than one touchdown. These are my favorite quarterbacks. Dak's my favorite quarterback. Like, bro, we're a joke. We won 12 games and we're a joke. We are a joke. We're the worst 12-win team I've ever seen. Besides the Eagles. Like, we are the worst 12-win team I've ever seen. So it's back to the drawing board, man. I thought this was a good year. I wasn't even screaming Super Bowl. I thought this was one of them years where we was going to win this first game. I thought the Eagles would get upset like they just did. And I thought, we were going to be able to run the table, try to avoid the Niners until the championship, NFC championship. And everything fell in place. But what happens? We just do what we do. We choke. So I have nothing to say. I have no excuses to make. This is what we do. I've been alive almost 28 years. And this has happened every fucking year, besides the year I was born. So, hey, I have nothing to say about it, man. It's going to be another long off season. I don't know who my quarterback's going to be. I don't know who my coach is going to be. Jerry Jones is 81. Hopefully he decides to go into retirement sometime soon. I just want to start over, bro. But I am putting in my ballot for a inaugural Houston Texans fan. So if the Texans fans are willing to slide over, I'm all for it. I will be a thorough fan. I will do all my research. I will really be a fan, bro. Because I started with the quarterback. I'm a CJ Stroud fan for life. So if they willing to accept me, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it.
Boys hitting the transfer portal.
Transfer portal. It's going crazy.
That's crazy.
Zay?
My turn. Yeah. So I was telling people this all week. Like the last few weeks, the two guys that have been seeing the field kind of crazy is CJ Stroud and Jordan Love. So when players like them are seeing the field the way they are, it's gonna be hard to beat them. I don't care who you have on defense. So all week I figured the Packers would cover, but I didn't think they was gonna I didn't think they was gonna go into Dallas and win like that. Like that was very, very impressive. This is the first year Dallas fans are really they're usually pissed off, mad, and but this year they're really emotional. And it's they're really they're fed up. Dallas fans are really fed up this year. And I can understand it. That was home. What do you get a home game in the playoffs, and that's how you play. That was I feel bad for y'all this year. Usually it's funny, but I was like, damn, that's upsetting. What's going on? 12, like you said, 12 wins to go do that. And Jordan Love, but this not gonna discredit him. The Packers looked good. Romeo Dobbs looked good. They just were clicking. Aaron Jones, they say he's like beast mode. So it was just a crazy game, bro. I was just impressed by the Packers. Hopefully Dallas gets it together because I'm a sneaky fan of them. I like to see them do well, but ever since what they did to my boy Zeke, I've been on a decline with them. So I'm real iffy. I'm real iffy with the Cowboys, but I felt bad because of how they came out and played yesterday. That was very unfortunate for them. But go Pack, go, man. They look good, and I think they're gonna keep it rolling too.
Yeah, respect to them, man. Respect to them boys, man.
Yeah.
And man, I was at the bar with our boy Mike Say, man. And as soon as the first drive happened, he's like, "See, I told you this would happen. I should have stayed home. I should have stayed at home." I was like, I don't know if that would have changed the result. And I kept trying to reassure him. I'm like, y'all good. Y'all good. Y'all gonna fight back. Good. And it just got worse and worse. And really, Dak played bad. He was terrible. I thought I was gonna come on this pod and talk shit about Dak. But Micah Parsons and that defense, garbage. Ass. You go on a podcast every week and you keep talking about how this is a legendary defense, how this defense going to lead y'all to a Super Bowl. First week when they beat the Giants 40-0, they were like, this is what I'm talking about right here, bro. This is a defense that can lead you to a Super Bowl. And you get 48 put up on your head at home in a playoff game. And Jordan Love, not a rookie, but in his first NFL playoff start, first full season, you let him come into your house and do that?
All right, bro.
Nasty.
Hey, we get it.
Gilmore, retire. The route that Dobbs ran on him, bro, I heard a stat today. They had 5 yards of separation. 5 yards of separation per play. You know how fucking open that is? In the NFL.
So many.
But a lot of that was that damn zone, though, bro. Why are you running zone?
It was so many wide open.
Just running zone, and Jordan Love is out there looking like Aaron Rodgers, bro. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the pass to Wicks when he did he pump faked it and then threw it over to Cuz head.
Bro, just the wrist, bro.
I was like, he's flying.
Bro, he throws how Steph Curry shoots, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I think they got to stop in the first quarter. But after that, I don't think they stopped the Packers not one time. Not one
No.
time. And then they added on 48 when it was 4th and 2. They just said, fuck it, let's add on 7 more. Like, that's embarrassing, bro. No one looked like they was fighting. Like, I ain't see no one like yell on the sideline. CD seemed like the only nigga frustrated on the team. It's all around bad over there, man. It's just, I feel bad for y'all too,
change
bro.
of culture, man.
See, let's talk about it. I don't know. In that situation, bro, like CD he gotta be positive because I truly believe Dak Prescott threw a pick 6 to prove a point yesterday. Well, I get with CD. I'm a firm believer. The way he stared down that 4 or 5 yard slant, that I was like, oh no, that was.
I know what you're saying though, like
because CD like this.
That.
CD doing this the first half. He tripping. We down 20. He doing this. Okay, you want the ball here?
Yeah, that's what it was though. That was one of them. That was one of them here, nigga. Like,
and that's crazy that Dak, because I was like, he's better than that. He's just a lot better than that. He stared him down. Like, he stared him down, bro. It was something short. Stared him down. I was like, yeah. I really hope. I don't want to put that on him, but it was too obvious to me. And that's that. In that moment, you can't do that in that moment. That's a big game. They could have. They had plenty of time. They had a whole second half to get back into it, but at that point, it was over. That was the mark. That was it for me.
All right, Gliz, man. You said fire all the coaches, man. Who and then get rid of the quarterback. Who are the players that you want to see stay, and what are the changes that you want to see made?
Well, let me be clear. I'm not saying fire all the coaches and get rid of the quarterback out of, it's their fault, I just want them gone. It's just time for a change. Like, it ain't working, bro. We stuck with Dak. The whole world wanted him gone. We brought him back. We extended him 2 more seasons, blah, blah, blah. It ain't working. We got 1 playoff win since 2016. 2 playoff wins since 2016. 1 versus 100-year-old Brady and 1 versus Russell Wilson at the end of the Seattle, their reign. So, but to answer your question, if it means we're going to have a complete team, hear me out. If it means we're going to have a complete team, bro, we might have to let Micah walk. We might have to, McCarthy's gone, but we're going to have to let Dak walk. We're going to have to let Micah walk. It's no point of trying this thing again. We've had DeMarcus Ware before for however many seasons, raining havoc off the edge of the line. Bro, I'm fine with having 4 good linemen and 4 good linebackers, as opposed to the best DN or the top 3 DN, and then DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, I'll keep D-Law. Keep D-Law. He does his job. He's the same person every weekend. Micah is great. I think he's the best edge rusher in the game, if not Watt or Garrett. But, bruh, I need more on this defense. I know we be having these all pros and stuff that blind people, but I'm not blind. Deron Bland is all pro, yeah, blah, blah, blah. You don't trust Deron Bland on any number 1 in the playoffs, let alone fucking Romeo Doubs. So I just rather sign players who we know are who they are than as opposed to this media shit. Same thing with Trayvon Diggs. I love Trayvon Diggs though, but do you trust Trayvon Diggs on a Justin Jefferson or this guy, that guy in the playoffs? Like yesterday, no, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust my D-line. We haven't had a defensive tackle in fucking 10 years. Like, I'm just so confused on the structure of our roster on defense. I'd rather just start over. I will go back to the bottom. Take me to the bottom. Give me a year at the bottom, man. No coach, no quarter. Let Trey Lance play quarterback next year. Let Tony Pollard run that bitch 30 times a game. Let CD be angry. I don't even care no more. Like, I just want to start all the way over. Dan Quinn, it's not about me not wanting him, because he's like one of the best D coordinators in the game. But in the clutch, he literally choked. Nobody's going to say his name the whole summer. But he went from one game plan the entire year, and I get you try to switch it up for the playoffs or whatever, but what works. He went zone for the whole first quarter. We were down by fucking 27. 20 really, because the pick 6. But, bro, you went zone in the biggest game of the year, and they ate that shit up, and we were down 20. The game was over, basically. Like, why would you do that? Like, what the fuck? So, like, nah, I need people who are comfortable in their skin, bro. Bring me Belichick. People talking about they don't need Belichick. Yes, we do. We need somebody who, you fuck up, you're probably not getting back in the game for a whole quarter or two. Like, seriously. Sam Williams, number 54, I hope you fucking see this. I watched you play every game this year, nigga. Every game, it's a fucking penalty at the worst time. This nigga's hitting kickers. This nigga's roughing passers. This nigga is just doing the dumbest shit every weekend, once a game. And that's what I'm talking about. People in the comments, I'll be looking at little Cowboy pages. They be like, nah, he plays hard. I'd rather a guy who plays hard and makes occasional. Nigga, shut the fuck up. I'd rather a guy who plays hard and don't make mistakes. You ever heard of them type of niggas? I know so many niggas like that. I know so many fucking players who play hard and don't make mistakes. Like, what the fuck? Since when is making mistakes like this normal thing that motherfuckers do? Especially a player who is not an every down player. You only get down on certain downs. So if you're in the game on only second downs or only third downs, you don't have time to make mistakes, nigga. Like, I don't understand. And I'm just throwing fucking strays at this point. Deuce Vaughn, he didn't even do nothing, but get him the fuck off the team. This nigga's 5'6". Get this nigga the fuck off the team and go get somebody who could get on the field and do something, bro. Like, I'm so fucking tired of this shit. We got 3 midgets. Brandon Cooks, Kevontae Turpin, and fucking Deuce Vaughn. He's my sister's height. Like, bro, we're the most unserious fucking team in the NFL, bro. But I'm done, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm done, bro. I had to get that off.
Hey, man, I think we should go to the feel-good story of the week. The Lions won 24-23 against Matthew Stafford and the Rams. Matthew Stafford's homecoming. Zay, you can go.
I had the Rams winning that game. That was probably the most competitive game of the weekend. So it was fun to watch. I've always been a Stafford guy, so I wasn't too happy of the result. I wanted to see him win because of the narrative. But kudos to the Lions. They finally got them a playoff win. They've been playing well this year, so they deserved it. They played a good game too. I just don't like the narrative that's going around like, oh, he believes in golf type of thing. Like Sean McVay, gave him a chance. They had good years. They went to a bowl, So it's like they had some good years together. It doesn't necessarily, and it was time to move on. He made him a good trade, and it ended up working for him. So I don't like the narrative that Sean McVay didn't believe in him, as if they didn't have any positivity coming from behind that trade. So, but outside of that, it was good. Shout out to golf, and I wonder what they're gonna do in the next round. I don't think Detroit's gonna go too much farther, but they did earn that win though, so I'm gonna give them kudos to them.
Yeah, I was kind of saying the same thing the other day when we talked about like the prediction for the game. I didn't like how it was looked at as like a revenge game or something, because like they did exactly what you do. You right. Gave him a chance. You went to the Super Bowl. You lost. We made a move. We went to the Super Bowl. We won. So like, I didn't look at it as revenge. Like that was just a business decision. It worked out for both sides. Because if he would have stayed, say they lost that next Super Bowl, or even if they don't make it and he's still there, I feel like he's in a worse position now than he would have been, than he is now. Like he would be in a worse position if he would have stayed in LA. So I don't think it was a revenge game. But nah, I actually thought LA would get the W because of experience and all those type of things. But Goff, he showed me he can keep a team afloat. He is a great game manager. That Jared Goff is one of the quarterbacks I can proudly give the game manager title. He does it the right way. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He makes sure his team going to get 21 or more points, and hopefully the defense keep the other team under 21, 24 points. That's pretty much their philosophy. So, hey, it worked. You say you don't think they could go much further? They got the Bucks next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the Lions beat the Bucks at home. The Lions are at home, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think the Lions are about to go to the NFC Championship against the 49ers and get slaughtered. But it's baby steps. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Jared Goff and them, man.
Yeah, man. Goff, my boy, I've been a big fan of Goff. I thought that Goff was gonna do his tendency where he like fucks up in the big game. I thought he was gonna throw a couple of picks. No one knows him better than Sean McVay. And well, we'll get to our predictions. Well, like you said, the 49ers, he just plays terrible against the 49ers every time. But yeah, Goff just got paid. He getting paid this offseason. At least
Yeah.
$4 to $5 mil.
Yeah.
He getting paid. He is the Detroit quarterback for years to come. I don't know why people don't like Goff. Goff has led a number one offense, like you said, with the Rams before or whatever. But obviously, the Rams made the right move. Goff found his spot in Detroit, out of the limelight of LA, not as much. I wouldn't say as much pressure, but he went to the Lions. There's not much pressure being the Lions quarterback. They'll take anything. They're like Jets fans. Well, listen, you give us a playoff win, I don't give a fuck. You can stay forever. But like, I don't know, man. I mean, Matthew Stafford went to the Rams. They won a Super Bowl. Cooper Kupp became the best receiver or had the best receiver year with him. I mean, Matthew Stafford fits LA. Goff fits Detroit. And it was a great trade for both sides. The overhaul that the Lions got changed their team. They're the new Lions. They didn't fuck it up. There were some questionable penalties in this game. But, hey, the Rams have benefited from crazy penalties in their Super Bowl run against the Saints some years back. So, karma's a bitch. But I'm happy
crazy.
for the Lions.
That's crazy.
I'm happy that the Rams covered for my play. It was a great game. It was a good game. Puka Nacua, he's gonna be a problem. Him and Kupp, when Kupp comes back fully healthy, they're going to be a problem. Hopefully they can get that defense right next year. I think they should focus on the defense, the Rams, but I think the future is bright for both teams. So, I mean, we're going to see. All right, we're going to go to Sunday. The Bills beat the Steelers 31-17, I believe, right? In Buffalo, in the freezing cold, in the snow. Zay, you the Steelers fan. Go ahead, man. What were you seeing?
I hate moral victories, but I'm just proud of the team for actually getting into the playoffs. Like the way the season went with all how bad our offense was and all the hate we got from the pod, from the viewers, just want people to know Pittsburgh went 5-1 in the division and we did make the playoffs. So that's, in our eyes, that's successful for the roster that we have. We probably had the worst roster in the playoffs if you look on paper per team. So maybe, or probably all the Texans, maybe. It's probably you could argue it. But we didn't have much. So if we can make the playoffs right now with the staff and the players that we have, the personnel we have, I know in the future we're going to be even better. Mike Tomlin's here to stay. I don't know the narrative, his job on the line. No. I think that the whole reason we're even capable of being this consistent is due to that staff that he has there. Whatever type of culture we have in that locker room, it sticks. We just got to get better. We can get better personnel in there as far as talent, but as long as they can follow up suit, I'm excited for the team. The Bills did what they were supposed to do. So I thought Josh Allen might come in there and turn the ball over. He didn't. He took care of the ball, and they did what they were supposed to do. So kudos to them. And they're hot right now, so I think they're going to keep it. I'm not going to say they're going to keep it rolling. I like the Chiefs next week, but they did what they were supposed to do. So we'll see what happens next for them.
Yeah. I mean, same thing. I don't think nobody just expected the Steelers to come out and beat the Bills in Buffalo with that roster, with that quarterback, with that situation they got going on. No, TJ didn't play, right?
Did not play.
Yeah, like I don't think anybody expected them to win. They made it, more interesting than I ever thought it was going to be because it was 21-0, right? At one point. So I'm thinking it was about to be another Cowboy Packers repeat, but it was a decent game, man. Yeah, they got things to build off in there, and I just admire Steelers fans, man. Like this is their bottom. You know what I'm saying? This is their damn, this was a horrible season. We made it to the playoffs with this horrible team, went 5-1 in the division. Like this is their bad season, bro. And it just must be nice. You know what I'm saying? So they got some things to look forward to. They're in a tough division, so I mean every year it's no calling it, but they have nothing bad to hang their hat on. So it was a good season for the Steelers. I didn't think they would make the playoffs just because of the division. So yeah, nothing bad to say about them. The Bills, it's more so about the Bills. Bills did their thing. Josh Allen beating allegations so far. You know what I'm saying? We'll see next week. if Josh Allen shows out next week, I'll return to the respect. I kind of tried to disrespect him I put him on Jalen Hurts level and all of that. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Josh Allen we're just gonna call a spade a spade. Josh Allen's better than Dak, Jalen Hurts, all of that. I'm gonna just dead all of that I was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he is.
It was. Hey, I almost had it. Look. I was a game away yesterday from being able to keep my stance, but no. Hurts, Dak, after top 10. Josh Allen, he's still that guy. So we're gonna see next week. But yeah, the Bills are looking good, man. They looking back to form.
Man, Joshy, hey man, ever since Joe Brady took over, man, my man Josh been looking like a different person, man. You know, the Bills did what they had to do. It wasn't really like they just did what they had to do, man. When the game got close, they went down there and they scored like you're supposed to do, like a good team is supposed to do. Man, they put the game out of reach. You know, it was a valiant performance by the Steelers. Like we said, nothing to hang your head about. You know, a good season for everything that y'all had, and I mean, oh snap. I mean, yeah, like it's just like I don't know, man. I understand. I don't understand why people are calling. Okay, let's get this straight here. I don't think that Mike Tomlin should be fired. Mike Tomlin is a very good coach. Anyone would be lucky to have Mike Tomlin. The problem is that Mike Tomlin has not won a playoff game since 2017, and we're talking about the Steelers here, who are used to competing for championships. So I can understand why why fans are frustrated. Like if you come from the 80s and stuff and you're used to seeing your team in AFC championship games in the Super Bowl and you haven't won a playoff game since 2017, it can get a little iffy. They stay too long with Roethlisberger.
Yes.
I think Mason Rudolph, Mason Rudolph, you know, you did well. But like you're not my franchise quarterback, bro. We got to go get Russell Wilson. And this is another problem. Mike Tomlin keeps them so competitive that you can't really drop down and get a quarterback.
Right.
I mean, you could try to get like a Penix or something, but like every time they try to do that quarterback don't work out. They tried to Dwayne Haskins, it didn't work out. He lost his job to Mason Rudolph, and then unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace, Dwayne Haskins. But they just can't find the guy. They tried to get Kenny Pickett, and it was looking good at first. But as you see, Kenny Pickett he's just not it. Like he has clutch fourth quarters, like we saying, Zay. But like, do we trust Kenny Pickett to lead the Steelers to an AFC Championship game? Well, let's just start with a playoff one. Like, depending on the matchup, like, are we trusting Kenny Pickett, or are we trusting that our defense is going to keep us in the game, and then Kenny Pickett can just eventually score enough points to win the game? Like, the Steelers' offense hasn't been humming since 2015 with AB and Le'Veon all there. So I don't know. I feel like they got the pieces outside. They're just missing the man behind center.
Zay, what
do you think?
I was gonna say you hit it on the nose when you say I think we held on to Roethlisberger too long, and I was saying that then. But I was also saying now that I completely understand. I completely understand that Kenny's not the guy, but I know how my organization is, and Kenny's going to be that quarterback. So I'm trying to say we have to figure it out with him being the guy. Now, hopefully, this season the way it went, they really opened their eyes and said, "Damn, we actually be really good if we just have a guy back there that can really take us to the next level."
Like, y'all are going.
Yeah. But like, we just need a game manager. We need a golf. We need a Kirk Cousins. Like, we just need somebody like that has some experience that could just take us over the hump. Like, Kirk Cousins would be nice.
That would be tough.
I'll take a.
Hold on, we got a question from the chat. Does Russell Wilson succeed in Pittsburgh?
See, that's the only one I'm scared about. The only one I'm scared about is Russell. I'm scared about Russell.
I think he was just in a situation where he don't like the coach. The coach don't like him. The receivers aren't good. Like, it was just a whole bunch of – because Russ has some good games.
I'm about to say that. He has
throwing the ball to Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy hasn't been good since he was in college. Let's just be honest here. So like Russ ain't working with much. Like it wasn't much going on out there. So
again, and we still don't have our roster. Still not crazy. Like I could go for another receiver, but like if we could just get somebody back there that could be a good game manager, our defense is gonna do what they do. We're gonna get more talent. We're gonna get more youth. We're gonna be better. We're gonna be straight. Because I don't know how that quarterback room went 5-1 in my division. I do not know how it happened. Talk about Mason Rudolph all you want. Mason Rudolph won some divisional games. I don't care. Week 17, Lamar didn't play. We beat Lamar. Quadio, I know you in there. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like we beat who was in front of us. And Lamar did play against us, and he did throw a pick, and they lost the game, which was Kenny's best game of the season. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll be all right. That's all I'm saying. We're gonna be there.
This is something I need to get off my chest because it's not y'all, but it's Cam Newton, bro. And it's nothing against Cam Newton because you know what I'm saying, bro. He has completely changed the definition of game manager. Like when you grew up, when you thought game manager, you're thinking like Trent Dilfer, like just someone like that doesn't like do anything, like just don't do anything wrong at all.
Just don't
like,
turn it over. That's what I think about.
Just don't turn it over. Goff has to play well for the Lions to win. Dak has to play well for blah 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 to win. Like if you're a quarterback that has to play well and usually plays well to like win, you're not a game manager. I mean, you're just like an above average quarterback. Are you like a game changer? His game changer definition was solid. Like I'm like, all right, yeah, you're a game changer to Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow to an extent to me. No, Joe Burrow is a game changer. That's about it. That's about it.
Out there.
If Justin Herbert could ever succeed our expectations, CJ Stroud, that's a game changer.
Oh yes. Wait a minute. I'm just
CJ Stroud is a game changer.
That's top 5 talk right there.
He was only given game manager to people that like that also run and pass. Like he said Tom Brady and Peyton Manning were game managers. No, they weren't. They were taking over games. Like I don't know. So I just had to get that off my chest. I don't
now there was a point in time where both of them were game managers, but that's late in their careers, bro.
Yeah, late in the career, especially Peyton.
Late. Like we're not gonna call Peyton and Tom Brady game managers.
Yeah,
that's insane, bro.
Right now in the NFL today, just one definition. When I hear game manager, I think of Ryan Tannehill. Like that's like the definition of a game manager to me.
Perfect.
We got this running back. We got a defense. Well, they had a defense. Just don't turn it over. And what did they do? Second or third round in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? They beat Lamar, as a matter of fact. So without barely passing the ball. So like, bro, those are game managers.
Yeah. I got a game manager.
I mean, Dilfer was the right quarterback. Like Dilfer could have been trash, but he was the right quarterback, and he should have had the next season instead of going to a new quarterback. Y'all should have just kept Dilfer, and y'all could have ran it back. But you know, that's neither here or there. Y'all could have been back-to-back champs there. But y'all went with a new quarterback, and he went in there and fucked it up. But yeah, we're gonna move on to the.
Let's go
to the meltdown of the year. You know, people were talking about the Jaguars, but we needed to be focusing up north to Philadelphia, where the Eagles were 10-1 and lost 5 of the last 6 to be 11-6, and then now lost in the first round to Baker Mayfield, who was carving them up. I think he threw for 300 plus and had 2 touchdowns. Yeah, Zay, what you see, man? Because you bet with the Eagles. So I just want to know what you saw.
I wish I had Baker Mayfield on my team. Anyway, something seriously. I said this the other day. When a team is dealing with like in-house stuff like that, grown men too, that's hard to overcome. Like they finished season 1-6, and every week it was noise. It was some type of noise going on over there. Like that's not good. And I'm not surprised. Because I'm actually watching. I'm not sitting here going, oh, it's the Eagles. I'm actually watching football. So, like, you're seeing how they're playing, and then you're hearing the reports about what's going on. Why? And they got to go on the road for a playoff game? No A.J. Brown? Like, yeah, I didn't think they was going to get beat down like that. But I'm not surprised that Tampa Bay did what they did to him. Baker's been very solid. Even over his career, he's been very solid. People give him this negativity for whatever reason it may be. He's a game manager, whatever. Baker showed up tonight. And as you can see, he got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers again, another team that's supposed to be looking for a quarterback, but it's like, damn, is that Brady back there? Like they ain't lost a step, right? Like it's crazy. It's crazy to me that Baker Mayfield, which I think is really good, but the fact that he has them playing with so high of a confidence right now, and to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, like I said, something's going on there. Eagles fans do this a lot too. That rival with the Cowboys is it's real. It's real. But like the last 3 or 4 weeks, if the Cowboys played before them and lost, they would do all this and then they come back and lose. Like it never fails. Every week, like the last few weeks, this has been happening. I've been watching this now. Okay, so the Cowboys get blown out yesterday. The Eagles act like they didn't got to play. The Eagles act like they don't have a whole, like, it's crazy to me to see that.
Because they was facing Baker. That's what they thought.
Right. And again, if y'all have not, since people don't watch, I'm gonna let y'all know something. Baker steps up in moments like this. Like he's a gamer. Baker Mayfield is a gamer.
He beat us.
Yeah,
college and put the flag in the middle.
He's a gamer. So exactly. So I've known this for a while, but he's a gamer. So I'm glad that he's getting the fruit of his labor, and I'm glad he's playing well. Unfortunately, Philly, they got to get to the drawing board. Jalen, I'm a big fan still. You've been the last few weeks. I don't know what the hell's going on, but again, it's more than what's happening on the field. So they got to figure that out. But man, good win by Tampa Bay.
All right. Well, man, I don't want to say I told you so. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I shouldn't even be this happy because we lost, but I don't even care. Listen. I told you. Jalen Hurts is not no Mahomes type of Josh Allen. He's not a game-changing quarterback. He can't do it alone. Devontae Smith, shout out to Devontae Smith. The boy is nice, but he's not enough for Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, I said it on the pod a couple days ago. It's on my Instagram right now. If everything is not perfect around Jalen Hurts, the defense isn't balling, getting takeaways, getting sacks, the O-line, well, the O-line is pretty decent at all times, but the running game isn't going crazy. Two healthy receivers, healthy tight end. It's not happening. And it's just been a collision course waiting to happen. The easy schedule to start, and people will look at it and say maybe it wasn't so easy, but at the times of these games, the schedule wasn't that hard. The Niners game is where it started to get hard, because if you were really watching the games and not just the win-loss column, bro, they almost lost to the Skins twice. They almost lost to the Giants before they actually lost to the Giants. Then we smoked them. The Niners smoked them. Like it was a clear pattern. Like it was being shown. And then AJ started to look a little unhappy. You just look at his numbers. Look at his numbers the first couple weeks of the season, and then they started just trickling. CD was down like 500 yards and caught up. So like something just wasn't right, you know? And then I hear AJ Brown is not gonna play. Sprained knee. And look, that's a grown man out there, man. AJ Brown, a grown man, but I just feel like certain receivers with certain relationships with their teams, their coaches, and their quarterbacks, they're going to at least touch that football field. They're going to make the other team think they're a threat tonight. They're going to play. They're going to suit up. AJ's not coming back to Philly. AJ's not coming back to Philly. Jalen Hurts is not the quarterback that AJ thought he was. I really think that's the case. And you're a big fan of Jalen Hurts. I'm not. I'm a fan of the person Jalen Hurts, the story, and the resiliency. But as a quarterback in the pocket, not a fan. Yeah, I saw this coming. Baker Mayfield, he has all of my respect for the rest of his career. I don't care what he does. He can go 0-17 next year. Hey, Baker Mayfield has my respect. He did what he had to do, man. At home, brought it home. And another thing is when Brady lost to us last year in the playoffs, the Bucs were written off everyone's radar. No one is thinking about the Bucs making the playoffs, making any noise at that. So respect to Baker for that, keeping them relevant. He was supposed to be a filler quarterback, so to say, but he's looking like he's about to get paid, man. So hey, shout out to Baker, man. Shout out to the Bucs, and shout out to Jalen Hurts too, man. My boy.
And man, I was just gonna add that, man. Baker, yeah, he just got paid too. Him and Goff, two biggest winners of NFL Super Wildcard Weekend. They both are definitely getting paid this week. That matchup next week. You know, I was thinking the Lions are really gonna kill the Bucks, but
I don't think they're
the
gonna kill him.
Lions,
But
yeah, the Lions, back end, not really,
Yeah.
and they got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. They could do some things.
Yeah,
David Moore
good
was getting loose today, so
good game.
depend on that
What was
pass
I gonna
rush. Depends on that pass rush.
oh, I gotta go on a little rant about first of all, the Eagles coaching. You ran for 200 yards. 200 yards against the Bucks the first time y'all played them. And Swift only gets 12 carries for 36 yards. I mean, it was like something around there, but they threw the ball 3 times or like 2 to 3 times more than they ran. I felt like the game plan should have been we're gonna run the ball. We obviously we're not equipped. We don't have AJ Brown. Devontae Smith's coming off an injury, even though he balled out tonight. I won't lie. Devontae Smith did his thing.
Mhm.
But yeah, bro, like y'all didn't run the ball. The defense is atrocious. Luckily for the defense that the Bucks could not catch the ball to begin the game because it could have been a lot worse. They should have put up 40, about 45 on them if they could just simply catch the ball in the first half because it was ugly. Baker was looking like you said earlier, it was like, is that Brady behind there? Because everything was a dot. Even the pass to Mike Evans that he dropped was on the money. Bradbury, you're garbage. Debo told us, and he never lied to us, you're trash. You got to get off the team. I don't know how you want an all-pro. You are trash. Darius Slade, prayers up for him. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he can come back and play, but he is getting up there in age. But his injury looked bad. I saw him get car off. Jason Kelsey is looking like he out. Fletcher Cox and Brandon Graham, they might be gone too. It's looking like an end of an era. And now Jalen Hurts, we about to see who Jalen Hurts really is, because now he's got to really lead a team in the future years. If AJ Brown wasn't even on that sideline, that's a good point you pointed out. That's very telling. I think he's gonna come back next year, but it is odd that he didn't even show up for the team tonight. I don't know why you not showing up for your team tonight in a playoff game. You could at least be on the sideline, you know, giving support to the young wide receiving core. If I'm DeAndre Swift, I'm the most pissed off person in that locker room. I'm not sure why I didn't get more touches. Like, there's no excuse for DeAndre Swift not to have touched the ball more. Brian Johnson, you might be fired. Patricia, you're probably fired and probably out the league for a little bit.
He's fired.
I don't even know who else. Oh, Nick Sirianni, you front runner. This is all around bad because you are the most front running coach in the NFL.
History.
And this is what you deserve. I ain't gonna lie, because you just a little too cocky. You know what I'm saying? You had that first magical year. Good for you. I mean, good for you. I meant second magical year, but like the work is not done. Philly wants a championship. Like, they will turn on you quick, bro. That Northeast media don't play. So stop acting like you've done something and you haven't even brought a championship to Philly yet. It's just, I don't know. You saw they got rid of Doug Peterson. He brought him their first championship. He brought him the first championship. They got rid of Doug Peterson. I mean, it was embarrassing.
I do got one question though.
Go ahead.
Forgot one thing. Where in the fuck were all of these Georgia Bulldogs I've been hearing about? All of these superstar young niggas on the D line. Jordan Davis. What's my other boy? Jalen Carter. Where was they at? Because I was told, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was told they just gonna be disrupting games. I'm talking about breaking games open. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, just all over the line going crazy. That's what I was told. I didn't hear Jalen Carter's name the whole day. And I think I seen Jordan Davis pop off the screen one time. And that was just like a theme of D linemen this weekend, now that I think about it. But hey, they have a lot of names. This is what I said in the middle of the season. When I started seeing how things were going, their names were bigger than a lot of the teams that are going around the league. But it just wasn't there though. Like, the names are there. If you look on the sheet, you probably like, damn, I don't want to play against these names. But like, then you get out there, it ain't so rough.
Regular niggas, man.
Just a regular nigga in a bigger body. That's all it is. Like,
hey, I also got to talk about Jalen Hurts, man. Yeah, we gotta re-rank you, bro. you running into the back of the end zone and taking a sack for a safety?
Bro,
are you good?
Dan Orlovsky is this nigga on, bro?
Mr. Perfect, bro. What's going on already, bro? What's going on, bro?
Jalen Orlovsky?
Like, I thought, you know what I'm saying? When we talked about the Linsanity run, I thought, you know, I was like, all right, like this is gonna be a take that he gonna show up. He gonna finally start showing up after this. No, he didn't. So now we really gotta look at you next year and see if it really was a Linsanity run. Did you just have one magical year, or like are you Mr. Perfect or not, bro? Like it's all around bad for the Eagles. I don't know what they're gonna do with their secondary. That secondary is trash. They need to draft more Georgia Bulldogs, I guess, in the secondary, not focus on the D tackles. I don't know, man. I still think I'm honestly more disappointed in the Cowboys defense because it's like y'all were playing. At least the Bucks have been to a championship. They still had people on like with championship pedigree on that team. What the Cowboys defense did was atrocious, but right after them or right next to them, 1A, 1B are the Eagles and their whole season meltdown. Because I don't know, bro.
See, the thing about it though, the Eagles meltdown, I seen it coming, but even besides that, see, even if I go back to last year, their playoff run, this is the difference between the Eagles and the Cowboys to me. Last year, the Eagles playoff run, they didn't play nobody until they played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. And when they played the Chiefs, the defense got lit up. See, we had to play Brady, even though it wasn't the Brady's team from the year before and the year before that. But like we had a little test to get through. We got through it. Then we lost to the Niners. Okay, bro, the next year you're supposed to build off of that, bro. Like I feel like the Eagles, they came in and the Giants are trash. They came up easy. Niners got hurt easy. Then the Chiefs, that was a shootout. Boom, it was what it was. Us, it's like we got through Brady. Then we seen a juggernaut, lost. Okay, boom, build off of it. Seen them again, got our ass whooped again, build off of it. Beat the Eagles. Made it over that hump where niggas are saying, y'all can't beat nobody good, blah, blah. They did everything right leading up to the point and still folded. Like, ours is worse, bro. Ours is worse because the Eagles were frauds all the way through. Like, just everything put together, we weren't frauds, we choked. The Eagles were frauds. They were never 10-1 good ever the whole season. That was their record, but you seen how they were winning games by 3, by 4, questionable flags. Like, but we seen that they should have had some L's. Us, it was like, okay, they are who they are. 12-5 was about who we are. First round loss is not who we were, bro. That's choking. 100% choking. There's no, maybe we just thought they were a little better than they were. No, they were really fucking good, nigga. These niggas choked, bro. And it's embarrassing, bro. I don't even want to be called a Cowboy fan. So, like, from this point on, this is on the pod. Bro, I'm just a lover of football, bro. Like how I follow LeBron around. I'm following CJ. I'm following, I think I like that young nigga Bijan Robinson now. Like now that I can just look at the game from another point of view, I'm a fan of players, bro. So, like, don't put the Cowboy thing on me. I just can't do it no more, bro. Like, it's not like Ohio State. Ohio State breaks my heart every year now. But it's just different. Like, they've done it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just completely heartbroken. I'm done, bro. So just address me as a Texans fan or a fan of football, bro. No more. Don't say, Nakai, you go first. You're a Cowboy. I don't have any attachments to that team no more, bro. I can't do it, bro.
All right, we got a couple of comments in the chat, and then we're gonna get out of here. First of all, Tom Brady started off as a game manager, and first of all, I gotta say, you know me, #1 Tom Brady hater. You know what I'm saying? You know, I advocate for this all the time. The first 3 Super Bowl, he was a game manager, and that's a good example. He had a top defense of all time. Then Tom Brady but he tried to, like, Cam Newton, what I was saying, was trying to make it seem like Tom Brady was a game manager throughout his career. Like that's not it. But
most quarterbacks are game managers fresh into the league if they're starting.
Yeah. We got to give Baker his flowers.
Definitely.
Trevor Lawrence not afraid to fire coaches. Just saying. I mean, I don't think Nick Sirianni is gonna get fired. He's definitely on the hot seat next year. Full show. I like if next year don't go right, they gonna get him out of there.
They have some in-house shit going on, bro.
Telling you.
Because that AJ Brown shit just don't make sense, bro. To not come to the game at all,
I didn't know he won't dare. That was that's big.
Yeah, I
And
didn't. I just thought about that once you said it.
And delete all your shit. Like, come on. They was like, he deleted his wife too. Nigga, I would go delete the picture of my wife too once everyone notices I deleted everything about the Eagles. I would go delete pictures of my wife and my kids because they make it look normal now. Like, let's be serious, man.
We got a couple of more chats from Instagram. Mostly, we got Tyrick, you know what I'm saying? He's an Eagles fan. First of all, he says, fuck Dallas. Yeah.
I mean, damn.
I'm not really sure what we had to do about it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way, nigga.
I was just keeping the couch ready for y'all. But make sure that CD want to play with bum ass Dak.
Bro, did he listen to anything we just said?
Hold on. We're not done yet. Jalen already accomplished more than Dak in a shorter time. This is a Hertz live.
Is this the same person talking the whole time?
Yeah, and your team hasn't done shit. Your team hasn't done shit in 30 years. Y'all suck. And then Jeff says, y'all both home. What's the difference?
Well, look, I'm not a Cowboy fan, but if I were a Cowboy fan, I would tell you it's been 27 years, pussy. And second, what the fuck has Hertz accomplished? Going to a Super Bowl? Going to a Super Bowl will and never be a fucking accomplishment. That's not an award. That's not an accolade. That's not something you retire with. And niggas at your fucking Hall of Fame ceremony, he went to the Super Bowl in 2023. No one gives a fuck. Jalen Hurts ain't accomplished shit. This nigga got his fucking spot took in college, and fucking Tua got that shit done. Then this nigga got to the league and fucking lost to Mahomes, and then he just fucking choked against Baker Mayfield. That's what I remember Jalen Hurts doing. And he got his butt pushed for 2 years. So if that's more than Dak accomplished, yes, he has more ass pushes than Dak Prescott. Because Dak got pretty much everything more, I would assume. So, but yeah, go ahead.
He said NFC Championship game appearance and won what Dak do. Won a NFC Championship game and what Dak do. He said talk about
Well,
Dak.
James, you was at quarterback, Zay was at receiver, and I was at fucking corner probably. Them niggas had nobody on the field. You proud of that? Nigga, you got to the championship and lost to the first healthy team you played. Like, let's just relax. That shit
all right,
means
Zay. Any last words before we get out of here, man?
No, man, just understand this. Y'all watch football. Watch how these quarterback players playing right now. Follow the hot hand is all I'm gonna say. Follow the hot hand. Shout out to this style, man.
Only thing I got to say is, fuck Dallas. Fuck McCarthy. Shout out that young nigga Jordan Love. Fuck that nigga in the chat, cause like, damn, you got niggas next. We was just keeping it real. And yeah, shout out to the pod, man. We growing every single day, man. Tune in, man.
Man, all I gotta say is, man, I appreciate the support that we get in on all social medias. You know, we seeing it. We're gonna continue to keep growing. Share the pod with people, share some topics, whatever. We'll talk about anything. And my Jets, man. We're gonna be back next year, man. Full healthy Aaron Rodgers. Hopefully I get a legit healthy Aaron Rodgers next year.
Oh,
and
Texans.
That's about it, man. Add us on the game. We be on Fortnite, Call of Duty, FIFA. I'm just saying.
Yes,
Drop the
sir.
gamer
Yes, sir.
tags. We out.
Yes, sir.